Hello there. Me and the boys decided to speedrun Dynamic Liberation to 100% on hard mode. It is meant for 16 players. There are 3 of us.
You do not defy the laws of fucking Isaac Newton, bitch!
It was extremely difficult. We contemplated our life decisions,
That grazed my cockpit.
No!
I just want you to know.
questioned reality.
Oh my god, look at all those missiles coming at me!
So, let's begin.
3 missiles going out currently.
For those who don't know, Dynamic Liberation is a multiplayer co-op campaign where you and your team work together to capture 3 different sectors while defending your carrier. Each sector has a heavily armed airbase and at least 2 urban areas, both of which were armed with radar, surface-to-air missiles, bunkers, and tanks. Before you jump down to the comment section saying, "You can't speedrun something that randomizes its difficulty," I know. We did it anyway. For the fastest time, we decided it would be best to take out enemy radar first. After that's gone, it's much easier to avoid SAM stations and take them down.
I'm down.
From there, we'd focus on the airbase, which would stop enemy aircraft from spawning and coming to kill us. Once the heavily armored bunkers on the airbase were destroyed, we'd move on to destroy any remaining SAM sites and all those tanks being little cowards hiding in the city.
Yeah, tank. Must kill tank. Dead!
We then started testing. Only 2 of us did a run of the mission on easy. We finished the first sector rather quickly. We carried this momentum and completed the mission in just under 2 hours and 20 minutes. That is not to say it didn't go off without a hitch.
Just in a line. Oh my gosh! What? I don't have the
I deployed a
missiles
bunch
for
of
this.
missiles.
This is a fight! Don't turn. No, he turned! Ah! I still got him! Let's go! How is he? What? Excuse me?
Next, we did the mission on hard with all 3 of us just to get a ballpark of how long it would take. As you would expect, hard mode was, well, hard.
I'm down.
I did
what?
see that.
I didn't get a warning.
It didn't help that we did really well in the first sector. When we continued on and met tough resistance, the repeated failure was frustrating.
Yo, that missile just went through the ground! There are physics! You do not defy the laws of fucking Isaac Newton, bitch! I'm mad now. That's against the Geneva Convention, motherfucker!
I also forgot my cursor on the screen for a significant portion of the session. Well, shit. In the end, we finished in 3 hours, 31 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Let's go!
From this, we decided that coordination was pretty important. Going together, rather than running in and dying, would be more efficient. We also drastically changed our priorities, deciding each teammate going for a different objective would be better.
That's west. Oh yeah, we're all here. Okay.
Considering a slow lobby of 16 players can take 2.5 hours, we were happy with the result. However, we knew we could do better. So a few days later, we reapplied the tape holding our extension cords to our chairs, snorted some more G Fuel,
I'm a mess.
and began our final attempt. Loading into the game, we noticed something had changed. Dynamic Liberation had been updated that day. Meaning, all our previous times were pretty much invalidated. Being too late to turn back, we continued nonetheless. As you can see, I left my cursor on the screen again. You'll notice it's nighttime. Having not ever done a night mission before, and wanting to make it as hard on us as possible, I suggested this course of action. As you'll see, this was a terrible decision. Unlike both runs before, things started chaotically. There were more initial fighters, more SAMs, and more tanks.
I'm down.
Whether it was a change from the update, or a change between the randomizer on the map, fighters were spawning twice as fast as before.
Fighters taking off.
Bombers, with the goal of sinking our carrier, were launching from the airbase.
That's a fighter. Nope.
VTOL aircraft were spawning in each urban area every 10 minutes.
Over here. They're VTOLs, I think. Oh, yeah. Yes. Those are VTOLs. Yes, shoot them.
Things were not looking good. Death was inevitable.
I'm downed. No! By what? I never got a warning! Are you kidding me?
However, being the stubborn gamers we are, we put on our tryhard pennies and pressed on.
3 and
It
4
missed. Darn it.
And after an hour of live, die, repeat,
I still didn't get him. No!
we cleared the first sector.
That tank's dead as well.
Nice. Let's go. I hit the button. We took us exactly an hour.
And we accomplished this with very specific team roles. Before we started, we talked about how each player would handle a different objective. We applied it like so. Oof was our air-to-air specialist, focusing on taking out enemy fighters when they were around and using his guns on tanks when they weren't. I, on the other hand, had the exact opposite objective. I would be solely focusing on ground targets that were a danger to us, such as radar and SAMs, and evading enemy fighters with my superior stealth capabilities as I didn't have to carry air-to-air missiles. Will was our flex role. He would change his plane and equipment based on what we needed. If there were lots of enemy fighters, he would be assisting Oof, and if there were none, he would be assisting me with the bunkers, which were the most time-consuming and equipment-specific targets. If lots of fighters, VTOLs, and bombers weren't enough, in Sector B, the game spawned a patrol of 5 cruisers outside the city, which I enjoyed.
Ah, yes.
Beyond this, the sector continued as normal. Although, I was dodging so many missiles that for the first time playing the game, I ran out of flares.
Chaff
also like
empty,
10
flare
years ago
empty.
now.
I've never been out of flares before.
Oh, dude, I run out every time I'm in the air.
An hour and 46 minutes in, we had just cleared the airbase when Oof was kicked from the game.
We'll be on track for finishing in 3 hours. Wait a minute.
Disconnected, host timed out.
This was unfortunate, but not super game-changing, as it doesn't take long to get back in. A few close calls and depression-inducing tanks later, and this.
In that city, gonna go make sure this city over here is clear of man pads.
We had cleared Sector B.
Now, if you'll observe the cherry bombs, I wanted to make sure that he didn't not die. Since we're going
I was
to
gonna
resupply.
unload on him too, but I figured once I seen 4, I'm probably gonna eject once it says to move on and swap back to Alpha.
Yeah. It only took us 3 more minutes than Alpha. That's actually really good.
And with only 1 casualty during rearm,
Well, that didn't
Coming
work.
back, I'm in Alpha now. I have
I see a ball
B-120s
of
again.
fire on the on the airfield. Is that you?
Don't worry about it, man.
we entered the final segment. Initially, we were finding it exceedingly difficult to get anything done with all the enemy fighters.
Yes, those long-range cruisers, they should be gone now, though. Man, you got a bunch of fighters on you.
I'm missing a wing. I'm dead.
So, I decided to try and come in from a flank with my radar off and use the mountain as radar cover.
All the big boats are gone now.
Watching this back, everything is a lot brighter on the recording. While I had the headset on, I could barely see anything that wasn't covered in snow.
Not in range. You're 4, actually.
Is it 4?
Yeah, it's 4.
I'm doing the best flying I've ever done, and I'm barely staying alive.
They will continue to eat you. Trust me. We are coming.
Eventually, I got tired of running and took an opportunity to get into a dogfight.
It can be.
Alright, I am in a dogfight.
Dogfight is a strong word. More like gangbang.
Finally.
Dipple.
This is an enemy fighter. What the fuck? The following 20 minutes were the most brutal failures we'd seen yet.
But that close fighter's still here?
Yeah, please explain that to me.
I can't fly any lower. I can't.
His missile killed me. Oh, go down! Woo! Woo!
I don't know how you're alive.
What? I hit him directly with an optical fire forget and he lived. Excuse me?
Eventually, though, we got a hold of the situation.
That's the left one.
Oh, that was a little ambitious.
I got a really bad headache.
That's not good. Oh. Come
And
on.
completed the mission.
Yes, let's go! Yes! 3 hours and 17 minutes!
Despite being the most mentally taxing gaming experience I've ever known, as always, me and my friends didn't fail to find reasons to laugh.
Reach across, fuck. Bitch slap you, bro.
Oh.
In the whoa there. ladies, please. Nice. You thick.
Yo, come get me over here. You can't even do nothing. Watch these bananas. Yeah? Yeah? Come here, boy. Get over here.
I fucking hate myself.
I look to the left and it's just in the water.
Try me right now. I will extend my guardian all the way over there. Try me. I will walk over there across my house.
Oh! Like you're both just twisting around and stuff. It's really freaky. Like what's going on here? How did we
My
get
PC
here?
hands in his thing or something like that.
Uh-oh, I just knocked over my drink.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you gonna find out the hard way?
get the fuck out the way, buddy! See, I just drew eyes on my butt cheeks, and that's what I scanned for my face recognition. So no one can ever get in my phone. 'Cause no one's got a picture of my ass.
I need like 5 minutes to contemplate what I just heard. I have
Put
never
on some
heard
googly eyes and just... My wireless earbuds died.
Oh no. So you're flying without audio?
You ask him that question.
I'm
Oh
good
wait. Oh yeah.
Nice. Good job there, Wes.
Oh my gosh. I
Absolute
don't want
fucking
to talk about it.
This guy goes, oh, so your audio's broken? Oh!
I fucking died.
This is like the cable that you use for like your Christmas lights outside when it's like raining all the time.
You know what to do, Oof.